Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
So how are we doing with Iran now? It's on, it's off, it's up, it's down, it's in, it's out.
We're in talks. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I was told by a reliable source just over a week ago that we already won, so I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Pretty reliable source. Yeah, that's right. We won. We obliterated them. But, they say there's no talks going on, right? Which, obviously, they lie. So, I don't know. Very strange. I don't know what's going to happen next. What should happen next? We already took Venezuela. We're working on Iran right now. We've essentially declared Greenland ours. He says we're going in to take Cuba.
He can take Cuba. He can do anything he wants with Cuba, as a matter of fact.
So who's next? Mexico? I mean, they've got a terrible president who doesn't seem to care about reining in the cartels. We know where the cartels are. We know what they're capable of. A few bombing runs and some Navy SEALs or Delta Force. And voila.
I think we're good.
Mexico's
with the
ours.
cartel, right? Because the cartel has some rocket launchers and some drones, but they don't have military-grade missiles.
No.
That we know of.
So we should be able to take them pretty easy. Canada could use a good beating.
Boy, no kidding.
Maybe Canada's next.
Okay.
We could get in there and put a stop to that stupid curling thing that's going on.
Canada's kind of like Greenland, though. If we declare it,
it's ours.
Declare it's ours.
Yeah, right.
What are you going to do? Do something.
I want to swap the West Coast for, I don't know, Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're not breaking up. We're not breaking up. We're just taking.
Mm-hmm. We're just going to take?
Yeah, we're just taking.
Yeah, but that's a chance to drop some dead weight.
I think we do need a European destination, though. You know, for good vacations. I don't know, France or Spain.
Spain's pissing us off right now.
They're pissing us off. Let's just take them.
There's a reason to do that.
Yeah.
Let's take them.
Plus, I thought we had Ukraine for a while, right? And then we just, before Trump, it was iffy.
Yeah.
And Ukraine's not ugly. Ukraine's a nice place.
Yeah, Ukraine has been kindly keeping our bio labs.
Right.
That's been
okay. We actually did have several biolabs there. Yeah. Right? Did we ever admit to that? I don't know if we ever admitted it, but we all know it's there.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I think we did, didn't we?
Yep. That's just something we never hear about it either anymore.
A lot of things.
Is Ukraine, Russia. What's going on there? Mm-hmm. What's happening with them?
It's just a war.
It's just a war.
It's just a war.
Where 5,000 a week die.
I'm telling you.
Don't worry about it.
I'm telling you. I posted my peace plan, kill two birds with one stone over the weekend. You basically say, Putin, get out of all of Ukraine, including Crimea. Mm-hmm. We will give you Iran and all the oil and riches that come with that. Just get out of Ukraine. You can deal with Iran, and you can deal with the mullahs, Putin. There you go. We just fixed two wars with one. Now,
I'll answer for you. No,
I'm sure the Iranians might have some problem with that.
They might. Yeah, it's possible.
Putin's going to have a problem with that as well.
Yeah. But
I tried.
Here's the president talking about Iranian oil.
I just want to have as much oil in the system as possible. And we don't even know if Iran gets that money. Frankly, I think it's very hard for them to get it. But you have ships that are out there that are loaded up with oil. Rather than keep it there, I would rather see it go to the system. Any small amount of money that Iran gets is not going to have any difference in this war. But I want to have the system be lubricated.
Even $14 billion, you don't think helps them?
Where's the $14 billion?
Because the inflated price, they get $14 billion from the...
I don't think they're getting the money. I could tell you, when this is all over, I will tell you who's getting the money.
Mr. President.
Not
them.
Not them. We mentioned this, I think, a little bit during yesterday's show, but the president posted about halting the plans, the military action. If the Strait of Hormuz isn't reopened, we were going to crush them.
He gave him an ultimatum.
Right? We're going to hit him
hours,
hard.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Then he kind of backed off that, and he tweeted this or truthed this yesterday. I am pleased to report that the United States of America and the country of Iran have had, over the last 2 days, very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolution to our hostilities in the Middle East based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversations, which will continue throughout the week. I have instructed the Department of War to postpone any and all military strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for a 5-day period, subject to the success of the ongoing meetings and discussions. And thank you for your attention to this matter.
In-depth conversations, and you mentioned at the onset of the show that Iran says that those
not
talks
happening.
aren't taking place.
Yeah.
They said, I think they said they received the 15 points, but there's been no discussion about them. So I don't know.
The 15 points were basically full surrender of Iran. It seemed like to me, which is fine, and that's the way it should be. But I can't imagine they're agreeing to that.
No, well, I mean, they launched 7 waves of missile strikes against Israel overnight, a couple toward Kuwait. Doesn't sound like they're at a negotiating table of any sort.
It doesn't.
No, it does not.
And
It doesn't.
how many ships, I was just looking this up, how many ships are currently sitting in the Strait of Hormuz? Somewhere between 3,000 and 3,200 are stuck.
Wow.
Which is 20,000 seafarers up to 40,000 that are stranded. I mean, this is going to become a humanitarian crisis pretty soon if we're not careful.
Thought we had Godzilla escorting him through
I
the
thought so
Strait.
too.
And I also thought that...
Did we have that photo yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got there.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I thought.
Yes, we did.
I think Godzilla was ready to go.
Were we lied to?
I think we were lied to.
Is he on break? Like, what? Let's
We
go.
don't expect him out there 24/7.
Yeah,
He's
right
back
there.
on shift.
There he is.
Yeah,
there.
he just got back on shift.
Okay.
6 a.m.
He did? Okay.
Central is when he's back on shift.
So he might have needed a potty break and maybe a
Well,
little
you're
something.
doing a lot of work right now.
Yeah.
It's
Because
already
you're
in the
just
water.
escorting
go.
all this stuff.
I love that photo.
Now,
I know, it's
some
good.
people are cynical, and they're thinking that Trump's post yesterday was just meant to calm the markets, as opposed to any kind of real progress. Who knows? He's got a lot to balance here. But
Yeah, it needs the system lubricated.
needs the system lubricated. I will say that the Dow did respond yesterday. What was up almost 700 points. Price of oil has come down. Last I checked, it was like $90 a barrel. So, I mean, that worked, for one
QT was
certain
down this
extent.
morning too.
What
4
was
cents.
365.
4 cents. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
coming
right?
down.
You stocking up yet?
I mean, it's coming down. I almost pulled in.
I don't understand what's going on over there. It's hard to follow. I mean, if we still can't get oil out of there, but
And we hear a different story every couple hours.
Sure do.
So it's difficult to keep it all straight.
I mean, somebody hit a F-35. I read over the weekend that is supposed to be undetectable, right? Mm-hmm. And that one got hit. Thankfully, the pilot was able to land safely at a U.S. base. But again, they don't have anti-aircraft, according to the president.
Well, according to the president and to all our military, we've destroyed almost everything they have.
Yeah.
So how are they able to continue this?
Got to be these
Barrage.
underground cities, right?
That's because when we watched that yesterday, was it overtime that we played it or
Yes.
a regular show? Okay, tons of stuff underground.
Yeah.
That is apparently is it still coming to the surface? That
Yes.
they play whack-a-mole.
They come out, they fire, they go right back in.
Yeah.
But
So we may not know how much we've degraded their capabilities.
yeah, we might not.
depending on what's down there.
Supposedly within 4 minutes we can be on them after we detect the launch. 4 minutes later we hit them.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Let's go.
So I don't know. Can they get the stuff back underground in 4 minutes? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Chucky Schumer was pressed by Joe Scarborough.
This is a fun
On Iran?
He was pressed.
Yeah, he's pressed.
pressed.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see how pressed he was.
Two
by
liberals
Joe
arguing
Scarborough.
about
He's
Iran.
probably getting more sleep now that it's just 3 hours
Yeah,
instead of
so
4.
he was ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
And Iran sees that they have real leverage here,
Right.
that it's harder and harder.
All right, so Senator,
here's how we ought to get out.
No, hold a second.
Okay.
You got to answer my question first.
Yeah.
Is it a good thing that Iran, and I think you would agree with me, epicenter of terrorism in the world since 1979, is it good that their military infrastructure is being degraded to the degree that it is? Yes or no?
It's you can't, because it's a premature question. What's
Yes or
going to
no?
happen in the next several months?
No, I can ask that question.
Well, you can't separate.
No.
Separate questions.
I can't. So you have a military side of it. I can show you my chart, but I think I threw it away. You have the military side, you have the political side. I'm simply asking on the military side, is it good, regardless of whether we agree with going in or not, is it good that Iran's military infrastructure has been seriously
And again,
degraded.
I have to tell you, Joe, first, you can't. What's going to happen 3 months from now? Is it worth it? What's going to happen? Will the world economy collapse? Will something happen even worse? Will the whole energy infrastructure of the world go up in smoke? So you have to, when they do it without planning, when they do it without understanding where they're going,
Senator,
where they're going,
But
I don't
it's a
think
trick
it's
question.
fair.
It's a trick question.
No, it's not.
because
Yes, it
if you
is.
do not, if
No,
you do
it's
not
not.
strategize the consequences
I
of
agree
the
with you.
action, the military action, if you obliterate and do all these things, but you don't actually play it out in your minds and have strategy for the consequences,
Joe,
then it may not be good.
Let me answer the question for everybody in America. The answer, yes. It's good that the terrorist regime, their military has been, and capabilities have been degraded radically. The question, Mike, though, is political. It's the political question.
No.
What is the political impact? What's the impact in the Straits? What's the impact in the region?
Joe, in all due respect, if you ask the American people, if you have the choice of degrading the military structure in Iran, but having gasoline be $6 a gallon, and our economy falling into a deep recession where millions lose their job, what do you think about
Senator, you're not listening
Pause it
to
for
me.
a
That's
second.
the political.
He's not listening to him.
No.
But the other thing is, where were you when Biden was president?
Yes.
And gas prices were completely out of control, along with inflation on every food product, along with housing that was skyrocketing. Where were you then, Chuck Schumer, who's so worried about the price all of a sudden of gas? Please, where have you been? The hypocrisy drives me out of my mind.
Yeah, and I think that Joe is going to have a little talk with Mika after the show. About
she
interrupting like
busted
that.
right in and pissed him off.
Got a cute little,
She's
got a cute little new haircut, and she looks all smiley, but she needs to zip it when I'm talking.
Let the men talk.
You know he was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He's definitely pissed right
All right, let's see the rest.
Economy falling into a deep recession where millions lose their job. What do you think Americans
Senator, you're not
would say?
listening to me. That's the political side.
No, it's not political.
Okay.
It's a consequence, just like Mika said.
All right, why don't you talk about the Yankees? Because you're not following me here.
I am
with all
following
due
you.
respect.
I just don't agree with you.
No, what you don't understand me. There's a big difference. I would say that most Americans would say it's a good thing that it's degraded.
Yes.
Would they agree that we should have gone to war, Mike? I think most Americans, you look at the polls, they don't want this war.
Okay.
They don't want this war, but there is. It's something that I think the Democrats should be. I think it's something, with all due respect, Democrats should be clear about. Iran has tried to kill Americans since 1979.
Okay.
Two things. Hold on. Two things can be true at once. It can be good that Iran's killing machine has been degraded. At the same time, the consequences may outweigh the good that come from that. It's okay to say that.
I don't disagree with you.
I don't disagree.
You know, the fact that the leader Khamenei is gone, no one regrets that. The fact that Iran has less ability to create military trouble is no one disputes that. But you have to look, I don't think it's political, to be very honest with you. It's the consequences, the military, the geopolitical, the economic consequences.
I'm saying geopolitical.
You got to let me finish.
You just said what I was saying.
did.
The geopolitical consequences.
Right, it's
of this
not just
is
the economic consequences.
Right.
Again, let me ask the question again. If you ask the American people, and you had the package together, because we don't know how bad it's going to get, but we know it's pretty bad now. I think most of them would have said, no, we shouldn't have gone to war. And by the way,
most of them have said that.
We shouldn't have gone to war.
Right.
And I'll tell you this, if they would have done it right, if they would have voted, if the Republicans would have voted with us on the War Powers Act, all these questions would have been asked ahead of time.
Right.
Instead of Donald Trump's willy-nilly, one day yes, one day no. This is our reason, that is our reason. Right. So I don't think the question can be taken in just one slice.
Huh. All right. So you can't take the question in just one slice. Yeah. That's not what Scarborough was asking you to do. He was just asking you to answer that part, and then, the rest is separate.
You just don't understand me, Chuck.
And he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. I mean, how about that for Scarborough? Actually challenging a Democrat for a change.
That's why he's a conservative, Pat.
That's right.
He just doesn't like Chuck,
right?
And it's getting time for Chuck to go.
Yeah.
So
time for Mika to go too. I think he was really pissed at her.
She tried to speak up another time, and
She
he was
did.
like, "No."
It's like shut her down.
He just looked at as he was speaking. He was like, "No,
Don't you dare." He gave her that stink eye. Like,
I've already got
Don't,
one thing
don't.
to discuss with you. Don't make it two. Oh boy. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice,
Good stuff.
If what is our relationship with NATO? Honestly.
We are NATO.
Okay,
right?
so we're NATO.
We are NATO.
So
we are the world. We are the children. So it's up to us to make a better life. So let's start living. You know what I mean?
I do.
The people that benefit the most from the oil that comes out of the region, it's not us. I mean, our price of gas has gone up 25%, right? But the people that really are using the oil that comes out of there, they're not stepping up to do anything about their oil.
That's true.
So
that's true. I don't know what to do. I mean, the United States. Why? First of all, we only import very little. We import very little gasoline.
We don't import any from Iran.
So our prices should not go up at all.
No, they shouldn't.
And where's the USS Tripoli at this point? Because it's supposed to be getting there by this weekend. I hate that you can kind of
track it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
Yeah, let's see. Last location.
While you look that up, let me ask you about your sleep habits. Are you waking up sweaty, freezing, or just uncomfortable in the middle of the night? The temperature in your bedroom can make or break your sleep. That's why we switched to Miracle Made sheets, inspired by NASA technology, and uses silver-infused temperature-regulating fabric to help you sleep perfectly all night long. Miracle Made sheets are crafted with NASA-inspired silver-infused fabric that help regulate your body temperature. If you're a hot sleeper or a cold sleeper, it doesn't matter. These sheets help you stay in the comfort zone all night long. They feel just as good, too, if not better, than the sheets you'd find at a five-star hotel, with the 1,200 thread count. But they don't have the steep price tag on them. They're smooth, breathable, and ridiculously comfortable. And all that hidden bacteria in regular sheets, you don't have that with these because the silver infusion helps keep them 99.9% cleaner than just regular sheets. So go to trymiracle.com/Pat and try Miracle Made sheets today. You'll save over 40% when you use the promo code PAT, and you'll get an extra 20% off, plus a free 3-piece towel set. Man, this is a better deal than you can find pretty much anywhere. They make an amazing gift, and with a 30-day money-back guarantee, there's just no risk. So go again to trymiracle.com/Pat. Promo code PAT at checkout. And thanks to Miracle Made for sponsoring this segment of the episode.
Yes. Pat Gray continues.
Yes.
Okay. Tripoli, 10 days ago, started out from Japan, reportedly.
Mm-hmm.
It's now Diego Garcia trying to get up here to the Strait of Hormuz. So it's made it about 2/3 of its journey. So there you go. That's it's be there around this weekend sometime. Now the Gerald Ford is out of commission for 12 to 14 months. They're saying.
What?
Because of the fire that was on board.
Oh yeah, they believe it was started by people that
they're investigating.
Yeah.
Don't say they believe we started.
They don't know what to believe yet.
Because then people will jump down your throat and be like, "You don't know that." It's being investigated by.
They're looking into it.
The Navy is concerned enough that they're investigating that distinct possibility based on a lot of reports from.
Boy, did you screw up, Jeffy! How dare you? How dare you?
I'm not apologizing because that's what I heard.
That's exactly what. Yes. So we'll see.
Well, if you heard it, it must be true.
Thank you.
You can't hear things that aren't
That's
true.
what I'm
So
saying.
what do we got? 4,500 Marines on the headed toward.
Yeah, I thought it was 5,000 or something. 5,500.
Somewhere
Yeah,
in there. Somewhere.
it was a lot. Anyway.
But what are they going to do when they get there? Like where exactly?
Kick some butt and take some names.
Are they going to Karg Island?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take that over?
That would be my guess.
They're going to take over whatever the hell they want.
Okay.
They're Marines. They're U.S. Marines.
And so the European allies, like I said, who are getting so much oil from that area, they're going to be there to greet them and help alongside of them, right?
Yeah, these guys are worthless.
Yeah.
Europeans are worthless. because they're whining about, this isn't our war. We didn't start this. And you didn't. They're all pissed off and butthurt that we didn't tell them everything we were about to do in advance.
Honestly, after you saw how far Iran can shoot missiles.
Yeah, you should be thankful for this because they've been lying the whole time.
If you take your little, your protractor or what have you, and this is Iran, right? And this is Diego Garcia. No, that's not going to work. This is London. This is Iran. This is Diego Garcia. See that? There you go. Totally makes sense, right? So your missile can get to Diego Garcia. It can get to London.
Yeah.
That's... So now Europe should be like, oh my gosh.
We should look. Is it further? Is it 2,500 miles?
It's about the same.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty similar.
He just drew it.
Yeah, I know. Right.
That's
It's
to
almost
scale.
it's exactly the same.
It's Iran.
That is to scale? Okay,
Yes.
I didn't know that part.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you
should have
know.
started with that,
Yes.
Keith.
Yes,
This
that's
is to scale.
Hold on a second.
He drew that for
Okay.
you to scale. Why else would he draw that?
All right, it's a good point. I don't know,
Yeah,
Kris.
so there you go.
So there you go.
Hang on. I'm doing London just to make sure here.
He doesn't even trust his own drawing.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
I know.
It's virtually the same.
Virtually the same.
Because it is.
So like you said, Pat, drawn to scale.
Yeah.
Again, to recap. This here is London.
That's London.
Yeah.
All right, and that's
let's just say
Iran, Tehran.
And that's
Yeah.
Diego Garcia
Okay.
down there.
When we stop there, we should, with the ship that's on its way, we should pick up the passengers of MH370.
I love it.
And
Thank you. Bring him home.
Bring them home.
It's time.
Bring them back to civilization.
Yes,
Full
it's
circle.
time.
Those are the guys that have been cleaning the ships.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are getting old.
Well, nobody's seen him in 12 years, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's time. It's time to bring them home. And it's right on the way. So, we'll see if that happens. By the way, the ICE agents are at the airports now.
Yeah.
It's quite a few, right?
Yes.
Do you have the list? It's 13 airports that ICE agents are helping out at?
Yes, there is. And the airports are, Houston.
Uh-huh. At this point,
Atlanta.
we won't be done until tomorrow.
Chicago,
Okay.
Cleveland, Fort Myers, New Orleans, New York, New York LaGuardia, Newark, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Pittsburgh, and Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Puerto Rico.
okay. Surrounded by water?
Agua.
Big
I mean,
water?
Big
Water,
water.
yes.
Big water.
Ocean water.
Ocean water. Yeah, don't get it confused with lake water.
There were reports that everything is
water,
running
ocean water.
running pretty smooth with ICE there. There were a couple fights here and there.
A couple
of course,
arrests, deportations. I don't know.
Yeah. Are we finding people? We should,
According
right?
to them, we are.
Yeah, good. All right.
I'm tired. I just
Kill two birds with one stone there.
let's do it.
And who knows? 'Cause I don't know how many baggage handlers are going to show up for work at those airports that ICE is working at.
Are you saying baggage handlers or
Just throwing it
normally
out there.
illegal aliens?
Just throwing it out there.
Wow, that's
Wow.
a big accusation of
Right?
the airports.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
So
I
they're
didn't
not
know where that
hiring
comes
legal
from.
people.
Of course they're hiring who they guess
We have
assume are
a
legal.
system called E-Verify.
Yeah.
And we heard the one guy talk about how bad that is. The one CEO was telling us how terrible it was I think it was the guy from Nebraska. He was saying how bad the E-system, the E-Verify system is.
Why? Why was it
There
bad?
were-
I don't remember that.
They make a bunch of mistakes and they let
good.
things slide. And that's why he
government
was
entity?
concerned.
No.
Yes, I know. And that's why he was concerned when they were coming to his plant.
Oh. All right. Well, here's President Trump on the ICE agents at the airport.
Whose idea was that to put ICE at the airport?
Whose idea was
We're
it?
dealing really
Whose idea was it?
Bob.
mine. That was mine.
Can I ask you? You said
That was
there-
like the paperclip. You know the
Paperclip.
story of the paperclip?
The story of the paperclip.
182 years ago, a man discovered the paperclip. It was so simple. And everybody that looked at it say, why didn't I think of that? ICE was my idea. First person I called was Tom Homan. I said, what do you think? He said, I think it's great. Then I saw today there was some masks on. I didn't think the masks were appropriate. I put out a statement and I asked them, would it be possible to take off the mask? Because they should wear a mask when they're dealing with the murderers and the thugs let into our country.
Okay, so they were even wearing masks at the airport at first?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it was a hostile environment.
Yeah,
Pat.
they're getting harassed there, too.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Very hostile. People were recording them. We can't play them because we don't want to get sued, but a lot of people were recording them. What are you doing here? Get out of my face. What's your badge number? So some of them started putting on their masks because they were like, well, I feel like I'm being threatened again.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you are.
Yeah. These poor guys are really going through it.
For sure.
The untrained.
Thankless job. So I just want to thank them. Thank you, ICE agents, for the job that you do. Because, man, that's a tough one. Just like your local police, maybe worse. It's worse right now, right? Because the left has hated them just because they were put in place by Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, they're the Gestapo guard.
Yeah. And the perception is that ICE is Trump's agency. Like he started it.
Yeah, Pat, he started it.
Yeah, he did. Except he didn't.
It was his idea. It's like the paperclip.
It's like
I don't know if you know this. When this guy invented the paperclip, everybody went said, "Why didn't I think of that?"
Yeah, back in 2002. It was Donald Trump who put the whole agency
You
together.
look at the paperclip and you think, "Why didn't I think of that?"
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I thought of it.
Here's Cory Booker on ICE at the airport.
Insufferable.
And so what's happening today in America that should outrage everybody?
Tell me.
He's taking this very same agency that has been bursting into our schools, into our churches,
Now they're coming to
into
the
our
airport.
hospitals, into our courts, and even into the homes of Americans. He's taking that agency that is reckless and out of control and bringing them to our airports, under the lie that somehow this is going to help deal with the long lines that he created in the first place.
Jeez.
This is an outrage. We should not have an agency that America doesn't trust, an agency that literally has seen violence against Americans, an agency that is tearing...
And that agency that Americans don't trust and has caused violence against the American people, that's the IRS. You're mixing up your agencies. Okay. All right.
So who's going to suffer the political fallout from this? It's going to be Republicans and Trump. This
feels that way,
right? I mean, if there's ever a time to just blow through this stupid Senate rules and stuff, we've talked about more than 80% of Americans are for the SAVE Act and voter ID. You don't think 80% of Americans would be for getting rid of these TSA lines? Why don't you go poll travelers? People standing in line for 5 hours, 6 hours outside of airport. I've never seen in my life. I've flown through Atlanta hundreds of times. I have never seen people standing outside waiting for a TSA line that wraps through. It's a long way to TSA from standing out in the portico area there. You need to get some stuff done in the Senate right now. Blow through your filibuster rules. John Thune, make this stuff happen. Just get this stuff through, because this is insane. They're destroying our country.
And he had more.
It's an agency that is tearing away American families, tearing apart American families, and arresting and detaining Americans, and violating due process rights and civil rights.
Man, shouldn't have heard the rest of it.
I know.
It was bad enough. And then he finished it with a flourish there, didn't he?
Perception is reality. And this is not going to end well. There's so many things stacking up against Republicans in the perception category right now. A little concerning as we get near November.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
So what you do is...
It'll work
So
out.
what you do
It'll be fine.
is you find John Thune's balls for him and get stuff done in the Senate while you've gotten the waning moments of your power.
Well, no, Jeffy just said it'll work out. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Everything's fine then?
It'll work out.
Everything's awesome when you're part of a team.
Right.
I heard that somewhere.
Are you part of this team?
Yes. Everything is awesome.
Part of the team. Yeah. Jeez. Cool. All right. Frustrating.
Yes, it is.
It's really frustrating. 888-933-93. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We'll be checking in with Jeff. He's got, I don't know, you have a Fat Five going on here?
Yeah, we got some stuff for you. No
Maybe
problem.
stuff that won't make our eyes bleed.
It'll be fine.
Is that
okay,
possible?
yeah, because it's going to be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. All right, good.
Yeah.
That's coming right
I got
up.
some fun news.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Jeffy has a fat five for us, which I'm excited about.
We have to talk about Bill Cosby. I didn't even know this case was going on.
This has really flown under the radar.
A California jury has ordered Bill Cosby to pay a total of $59.25 million to a woman he drugged and raped in 1972. Okay, Donna Motzinger. After a couple hours of deliberation, the jurors decided on $40 million in punitive damages for the Bay Area waitress, and then the $19.25 million broke up. Was one part of it was for $17 million, and another was mental damages for another $1 million, reaching the 19. I mean, I did not know this case was going on. And she was, she obviously is happy, and she's carried. She's 84 now, and she's carried the weight of what happened to her for more than 50 years. She said it never goes away. And today the jury, saw the truth and held him accountable. Okay, I mean, $50 million from Bill in it, and it talked about the deposition video that they played at trial. It was a 2-week trial. Cosby is asked if he had sex with Motzinger, and he replied, "I can't remember if I did or not."
Oh, no.
Wow. That might be true, though.
Absolutely.
He's probably had sex with so many women, he doesn't remember all of them.
You can't.
That was 54 years ago.
Who among us can remember everyone? Well, that's just silly.
Some among us can, I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Everyone? Okay.
Some people could remember everyone.
There's not a chance.
But Bill, I doubt it. 54 years ago, and now he's being held accountable for it.
Right.
Okay.
So you're telling me that you remember who you had sex with 54 years ago?
Pretty amazing.
Yes.
Oh, wow, Pat.
Yeah. Since I was, 54 years ago, I would have been in 1972.
I wasn't born.
I was 12. So, no one. I'm pretty sure.
It's been reported that Cosby is selling off multi-million-dollar properties in recent years. Yeah, you think why? These people are coming after him for money, man.
At one time, he had a fortune, a net worth of $400 million, and now they're saying it's only between $128 and $200 million. So
I was going to be having this less than
tears
that,
are
really.
beginning to flow on his behalf. That's really tough.
I know. I'm surprised that Bill is actually still alive.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that we're going to have cases, come after him posthumously.
Well,
we don't care.
This is going to open that door for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to face many civil lawsuits now.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Good luck, Bill.
He blocked me on X.
Good luck to
he
all
blocked
the people.
you.
Yeah, he blocked me on X.
Did he?
Yeah.
Were you saying good things or bad things?
I was reporting on things
That means you were
when the
saying
whole
bad
thing
things.
happened.
Okay.
And I was blocked.
That means you were saying bad things. Miley Cyrus is back in full Hannah Montana mode for the 20-year anniversary special premiering today on Disney+. Yes. So it's a 1-hour streaming special. Miley revisits her Malibu home, reunites with some of the people of the cast. Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy interviews her. Selena Gomez is going to show up. No news on whether Dolly Parton will show up, but Billy Ray Cyrus will be there, which was her real-life and TV dad. And so it'll be just a wonderful thing on Disney+.
That's great.
With the Hannah Montana will be.
But it is. Us millennials grew
exciting.
up watching Hannah Montana.
I know. I know.
And we get
It's going to be great. And look, she's 30,
wow.
She's 33 now, and the show itself when it first launched was pretty huge. Hannah Montana. So it'll be fun. I'm sure you'll catch it on Disney Plus. It'll show up on your.
Oh yeah,
show up on your scroll and you'll just go, oh, let's watch.
Let's click it. Yes,
that's what I'll say. Ooh, let's watch the Hannah Montana reunion. Yeah,
call your daughters. Ooh, hey, let's watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure
what's
that'll
going to
happen.
happen. I just recreated your living room right
You
there.
sure did.
The sci-fi epic Project Hail Mary rocketed to $140.9 million at the global box office.
Wow.
$80 million here domestically. I had a budget of $249 million, so it's got a little ways to go. But it's science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up alone on a spaceship light years from Earth. The trailer makes it look pretty good. It's it has a 95% RT score, an A cinema score. Ryan Gosling's best opening as a solo lead. Okay, all right. So we'll see. It's Amazon MGM's sci-fi adaptation lands the biggest opening of 2026 and the second best non-franchise debut ever behind Oppenheimer. They break them all out.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. We might have to play the trailer during overtime. I'll say it does a good job. It makes you want to see it.
Yeah, it does.
It's really good. It's interesting. It's interesting. Makes you, I guess the IMAX theaters are having a good time with it too. They're selling out, so that'd be a great way to see it.
Yeah,
if you have an opportunity. Now, astronomers found clusters of new moons around Jupiter and Saturn, taking the total moon counts to 101 around Jupiter, 285 around Saturn.
Wow.
The new discoveries also bring a total number of known moons, orbiting planets, and dwarf planets in the solar system, and I don't know that I knew this, to 442. And that's not including the many moonlets accompanying various asteroids or small Kuiper Belt objects. The newly found moons, 4 for Jupiter, 11 for Saturn, were announced by the Minor Planet Center, with the clearinghouse for astronomical discoveries of asteroids, comets, centaurs, and moons. Of course, they would announce it. So,
sure,
of course. So we're good to go. We know there's more moons that we have to look out for when we're flying by Jupiter and Saturn.
There's probably another large planet out there too, somewhere beyond.
Wait, hold on.
Uranus.
Oh, how did we?
Yeah, it's beyond Uranus.
Wait, how did we get to that?
And Neptune.
Wait, and I can't tell if this is real or
Planet 9 is.
Yeah.
A lot of scientists think is a thing because there's gravitational wobbling by objects around, and that's the only explanation.
That's the explanation for it.
Yeah. It's kind of how they found. I think it was Neptune. I don't know. Yeah, it was one of them. Neptune or
so
Uranus.
wobbly is a sign of another planet.
Well, there's gravitational pull on something. Yeah.
Okay.
And this one would have to be really big because it's pulling things a long ways away.
Oh, you're saying they're calling it Planet 9? Mm-hmm. Why don't they call it Planet 10? Don't diss Pluto like that.
They've already dissed Pluto.
On the down low, you're dissing Pluto.
I know. I hate that so much.
That's a done deal.
Planet 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
The science has spoken.
Because we could still call it Pluto, and we could still think it's a planet if we want to.
Yeah.
Well, we all grew up with it
as
a planet. And then all of a sudden, in 2006, it's not a planet
It's not a planet anymore.
Yeah, and it ruins the whole, what is it? My very earthly mother just served us 9 pickles. You know, and say she served us 9 what? What? And then it ruins it.
I don't know that I've ever heard that.
I certainly haven't.
Don't know that I've ever heard.
Well, you're welcome.
I understand what you're doing, but I never heard that before.
Is Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joe says it was pizzas at his public school.
Oh.
Not pickles.
Seriously?
Okay. Yeah.
We just learned them in order. We didn't have That's all we did. So I guess Helena was behind the times.
I just know you're the third rock from the sun.
There you go.
That's where we're at.
Great TV show.
Elvis Presley, an inaugural member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, by the way, in 1986, released his first studio album 70 years ago to the date yesterday. So I missed his congratulations to him yesterday. So I want to make sure I took care of that today. Also, President Trump took a tour of his home yesterday. And why not? He's in Memphis for some Memphis Safe Task Force roundtable or something going on. But really, he was in town to tour Graceland. And he said Elvis was history when he left Graceland. Duh. So this is the president entering Graceland here.
We love Elvis.
Yeah, baby.
Who doesn't love Elvis?
Thank you.
Everybody
loves
me?
Elvis.
Whoa.
Watch your mouth.
I don't love Elvis.
Watch
You
your
don't love Elvis.
You mean you don't?
The second most visited private home in America.
Wow, that's very good.
Your house is number one.
It's pretty good too. Oh, very good. That's right. We gave those.
Okay, that guy can barely move.
The highest award.
So he's taking his tour of Graceland, and they asked him to. This lady was giving him the tour, and when they reached the one room, they asked him to sign an Elvis Presley guitar, which he loved. Now, it's a replica.
Oh.
We love Donald Trump as president, but you're not signing the real thing.
This is actually a replica.
Yeah, thank you. This is from Aloha from Hawaii.
Elvis used in his 1973 Aloha from Hawaii concert, and I was wanting to know if you would sign it for us to keep for the archives.
Wow,
so you can sit here if you like.
That's a big honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the archives.
Big honor. A replica.
No doubt. Yeah, that's what I would. Trump's like, give me the real thing.
Yeah.
There's a marker.
Okay. Where do you want me to sign that here?
You can sign it right here if you like.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure this thing works.
Great honor.
Great honor. Great honor.
Has anyone tested this pen yet?
I think you're the first.
Should we just
Right
give
there.
me a piece of paper just to make sure at what level the ink is?
No doubt.
That's
It's a lot
actually
easier to do
very
that way than
wise.
ruin the guitar.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. You do want to make sure
Okay, not bad.
Ben's going to work. And he did.
Ready, everybody?
I like how there's a piece of paper within reach, man.
Oh, and they dispose of it too. He just throws it in the back. Somebody picks it up. That's Donald Trump. I throw things around. Somebody picks it up. That's what happens.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, he shows us. Calm down.
Came out good.
I can't wait.
Look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. That looks beautiful on that
These are hard to
replica.
sign.
I love.
Came out
She
pretty
asked to be
Is that the first guitar you signed?
Just about.
just about.
Now, Biden couldn't do that.
Yeah, so Biden couldn't do this.
No, you have to have the auto pen with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was portable.
Can't do that. I don't think the auto pen was portable. No. I don't think the auto pen. Okay, so that is your Fat Five today. Now's a great time to become a subscriber to Blaze TV. I will say this: if you subscribe to Blaze TV, not only do you get Blaze TV exclusives, you're going to have access to all the other shows on the network, plus our dinosaur special podcast that we're doing. We're doing weekly about the Netflix Dinosaurs documentary. And I just went to blazetv.com/Pat. You could still get $45 off.
Really?
Your an annual subscription.
Oh, nice.
Right now. So I don't know how long.
Yeah, we don't know. Seriously, we don't know.
I don't know how long that lasts. We don't know.
We'll just keep promoting it until somebody says, fellas, it doesn't work.
Okay. So go to blazetv.com/Pat.
Yes.
And
get $45 off.
$45
now,
off.
those of you that are willing to spend, the full amount, you could become a Blaze Unlimited member.
Okay.
And then you get the Frontier magazine, and you get Off the Record. Does everyone get Off the Record?
Yes, everybody gets
all
the
the
off
Blaze
the
TV
record.
subscribers
Yes,
get Off the
everybody
Record.
gets
that we're
There's
gonna
the
be
hard
doing.
copy.
But look at that.
And Patty's holding that
Frontier.
beautiful magazine.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And it's filled
Because
with, it's really good.
You want a hardcover magazine.
Yes, you
Something
do.
to put your
You do.
hands on.
That's right. So
blazetv.com/Pat.
You'll get access to overtime, not just ours, but everybody's.
Yeah.
And pretty much everybody does an overtime, right? I think. Many,
Sure.
anyway.
Sure.
And coming up on Thursday, Jeffy and I are doing one of those, what do we call it?
Off the
For
record is what I
Off the
said.
record.
Out to lunch.
Off the
Yeah,
record.
out to lunch,
Out to lunch.
lunchbox,
Out to
something
lunch,
like that.
off the record,
And what
up
time is
your
that?
nasal cavity, something.
There you go.
I don't know, whatever it is.
Yes.
So it's it happens at noon Central.
Noon Central.
Noon Central.
And the reason it's important that people know that is because they are actively participating, asking questions in the chat
Right.
that you guys answer.
Yeah, and this
Exactly.
one is going to be a behind the scenes on how we decided to do a podcast about dinosaurs.
Okay. Well, part of it will be that.
Yeah, part
and
of
then
it. Absolutely.
Your questions will
that's
be
gonna
another
That's
part
going
of
to
it.
be part of the theme.
I don't know if we have a half hour in us on how the dinosaur. We saw the trailer and thought, "Hey, let's do a podcast." That's kind of. I just answered it.
Would you
So-
stop? Now you.
I'm sorry.
You've ruined.
Spoiler
You've
alert.
ruined out the
Spoiler
lunch.
alert.
You've ruined out the lunch.
It's for
Damn it.
Thursday, not for
Dang it.
today.
Darn it. All right. Well, there's a surprise element to our story, and that'll be coming up on Thursday. You know, America's in its 250th year now, and the direction of this country is being decided right now in our culture and our economy. And who we choose to support matters more than ever. Most wireless companies don't care who you are or what you believe. They just want your money. And they put it to whatever cause they want, whether that's abortion or higher taxes or whatever the case may be. Patriot Mobile, though, is different. For more than 12 years, they've stood with Americans who believe freedom is worth defending, funding the Christian conservative movement when others stayed silent. And here's the deal. You don't have to give up quality service when you switch to Patriot Mobile. They deliver premium priority access on all 3 major U.S. networks. So you'll get the same or better coverage than you have right now. You'll just be supporting a company that supports your values. If you think switching is a hassle, it isn't. Keep your number or keep your phone, or you can upgrade if you want. 100% U.S.-based customer support, and they can activate you in minutes. If you're still paying off a device, Patriot Mobile even offers a contract buyout. So this is a defining year. We got to work together to save our country. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT. Use the promo code PAT, and you'll get a free month of service. That's patriotmobile.com/Pat or 972-PATRIOT to switch today.
Pat Gray Unleashed is here.
Looks like the Gulf states, for the most part, are pretty much supporting our situation in Iran. I mean, we can't get the Democrats on board, but the Gulf states definitely on board. They want us to finish this job and end the threat from Iran.
Tired of the bully on the block, for sure.
Yep. I mean, Saudi Arabia is in on this. It's pretty amazing to watch this unfold. And Iran has certainly made it difficult for themselves by attacking everybody around them.
Yeah, Qatar's had a marriage of convenience for a long time, and
yep,
it took a Donald Trump to come in there and shake things up.
Sure did. And, you know, because they have, I guess, Islam in common, they're just allies, essentially. But this, I think, has maybe put a stop to that.
Well, yeah, we have the different...
They're sick of it.
We have the different branches, right? The different branches. And so, you know, some of the Shiites don't like the
Sunnis.
The Sunnis, and the Sunnis don't like the Shiites. And,
How about them Kurds?
Oh, nobody likes
the Kurds.
See what I'm saying? Like
nobody likes the Kurds.
I do. I like the Kurds.
Do you?
Yeah,
they're up north. They don't.
But I'll tell you this: the Shiite has really hit the fan, and so stupid. And old. All right,
was great.
More,
what do you mean?
More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Got a few tweets for you. This from Caffeinated Texan. If they ever make an animated movie about a weasel, Chuck Schumer will be the voice of the weasel, not any of the supporting cast, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I like it.
From Jeff Gibson. Are you still talking about Iran? Kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Kara3022. Could we be seeing our own weapons that Biden gifted to the Taliban after his despicable withdrawal from Afghanistan now being used against us and Israel by Iran? They were neighbors, after all.
Such a good point.
Yeah, it is. That's
terrifying to think that.
Gen X kid, least surprising phrase of the day. Who among us remembers every sexual partner? Jeff Fischer.
Oh, no.
Lone Wolf 2965. I'm surprised Kris even showed up today and isn't sitting at home decked out in all his Hannah Montana gear. Watching the countdown until the new show drops.
That's tonight.
When does it drop? I could never find out exactly when it drops.
That's tonight. Why would I be
I love how
watching? Yes,
he
tonight.
knows.
He does know.
Do you have?
I went to Disney Plus last night, and they just promoted. They didn't say when.
Do you
it
own
says
Hannah
it was
Montana
today.
gear? Do you own Hannah Montana gear?
Don't worry about what I own. But I'll be watching with the girls.
There you go.
All right, good for you. That's great. So you're the fan though, because your girls probably don't.
You're gonna have a wig, and it's reunion night.
Wait, hold up. No, I'm talking about like real millennial girls.
Oh,
like,
okay.
There's a group of girls. We're gonna go watch Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
We're all dressed up for this Hannah
you gotta
Montana
dress up.
event. You have to dress up. What is your favorite character of Hannah Montana? Is it casual Hannah? Is it boy Hannah? Is it? Yeah,
He says all this as if he's not even embarrassed by it.
Why would I be embarrassed by this?
It's embarrassing. That's why.
Really? This is embarrassing.
It's humiliating.
Not to me. It's not.
Not to me.
Okay. All right. Good.
I mean,
good.
You celebrate. You celebrate the way you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You be you, Chris. I think is
That's
what
all I ask.
we're all saying.
That's all I ask.
That's
be
what we're
you.
all saying.
Jackie and I were being us last night. We're dragging odds and ends. You know, we're moving into the house we bought this weekend. And so we've been, for weeks, dragging odds and ends over to the house, back and forth. So at 7 o'clock p.m., we had just gotten done with yet another load, lugging it all upstairs because our downstairs is completely torn up. And we can't put anything down there.
That'll be done next week, though, right? When you move in.
No, it will not. No,
because they're going to wrap that thing up and have all the.
Yeah, I wish. That's what we thought when we first started this little project. It'll be done in a month and a half. Come on, and no, it haven't even started really. And we got flooring to put down, so we can't put anything in the lower floor. So into this mess, which is stressing us out till blood is shooting out our eyes. Two guys show up as we're headed back to our car, which is parked in our driveway, and they come up to our garage and start introducing themselves. And I thought, oh, that's nice. Must be our new neighbors. Nope. He's selling security systems.
Oh, my gosh.
We're here. We're exhausted. We just want to go home. We've got this move to look forward to. We've got the remodel to complete. We're going to be living on our couch upstairs for a month. I don't know, maybe 2 months. And I say to him, wait, are you trying to sell us a home security system right now? Because we can't commit to anything right now. Okay, we got other things on our mind. We're not even in the house yet. I'm not buying a security system from you. We're dealing with the move. We're dealing with remodeling. You can see that. We got a... Right behind you is a gigantic dumpster where all the construction stuff is going. Can you noodle us out that we're not going to... Nope, he couldn't. He couldn't noodle. He kept going and going and going and going.
Were they actually trying to sell you a security system, or they were just casing the joint?
No,
have you been to the house today?
Could be that too.
Your stuff could be gone.
Jeez.
Awesome.
It might be.
He might have just been... that's an interesting way to find out under the radar if there's a security system in a home.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pat's like, I gotta go.
I mean, thank you for that. I was so exhausted I didn't even think of that. But no, he had the he had the little shirt that he's wearing.
Okay, so
which I didn't notice at first,
because nobody can just get those.
But we tell him, look, we're not in a position right now, and we certainly weren't prepared to buy a security system right now. You can see we're moving in, we're dragging all our stuff in and out, and he's like, well, it won't cost you anything for new homeowners right now, so it won't cost you. Can I come back on Monday? No! You can't come back on Monday. We don't want to see you on Tuesday. We don't want you next week or this month or next month. My wife is like, maybe in the summer you could call us. But he would not take no for an answer. Tried to get our phone number from us. I mean, I practically had to shoot him to get him off our property so we could get back in the car and leave. But you're probably right. He's probably cleaned out the house now. And all the stuff we brought in, he's taken out. Perfect.
No, Pat, no. Nobody does that, so
and
that's just me.
I can't stand it to begin with when people show up at my door trying to sell stuff. I mean, if I'm at home, I certainly don't want to buy whatever it is you're selling.
Right.
If I want to buy whatever it is you're selling, I'll show up at your place.
I'll go to your website.
Okay? I'll go to your website. I'll call you on the phone. I'll show up at your store. I'm not going to buy things at my house. That's not what I do at my house. That's just
sometimes
agonizing.
It's too good of a deal to pass up, though.
Like, hey, it's free for the. Is it really? So you're not going to charge me the $70 a month for the monitoring? Really? If you can give me that deal, I'll sign up right now.
I'll tell you what. For the first 3 months, that's going to happen.
Yes, I think that's what it was. The first month or something was no charge.
The manager's out of town, Pat, right now.
And then 3 months. The next 3 months will be half off. And then we'll get you back to full price. But I'll tell you a trick. And when you get that done, you call and you complain, and they'll knock it back down to half off again.
Will they?
So save
Oh, yes.
Oh, you always ask
Really?
for escalate
yes.
this call, please.
Oh, wow.
Escalate it.
Okay.
You never talk to the level 1. You go level 3 or 4.
And you always ask, is that the best you can do? Oh, you know what? I just found this crazy employee code here behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so escalate, elevate it
Right.
to a manager.
I like that.
And is that the best?
And that, of course, is if the security system salesperson was for real. Anyway,
that is true. Also, that is true. Also,
thank you again. Yeah, appreciate that.
Pat's gonna be
good.
preoccupied for the next hour.
Where were you last night? At 7:00. Could have used you.
7 o'clock at
system?
night?
Yeah.
Nope. Just had one installed.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping.
Rewind. I'm so sorry. 7 o'clock at night, the salesperson came up to you.
Well, you guys were out in your driveway. What are they supposed to do? Not stop?
Yes.
Yes. But you're
That's
right.
what
You're
you're
right.
supposed to do.
Just had it installed. Oh, who with? You know what? Don't worry about who with.
Don't worry about
and in
it.
fact, we're on our way to go adopt 2 pit bulls. So back off.
And a mountain lion.
Yeah.
2 pit bulls and a mountain lion.
And I'm gonna get a howitzer too.
I'm right now. Yeah, thank you. Right now, I'm just getting ready to bring in the howitzer.
Yeah. In fact, we're getting gun sights installed later today. So why don't you back off?
All right. So President Trump talking about the Democrats' TSA debacle, and it is the Democrats' TSA debacle.
That needs to be said
over and over and over. They need to be talking about this because it is Democrats that are causing this. Here's the president.
I want to thank ICE because they stepped in so strongly. They'll do great. And if that's not enough, I'll bring in the National Guard. We're not going to have the Democrats destroy our country. These people are the most destructive, sick people, the Democrats. And they're fighting for this. They're fighting for men and women's sports. They're fighting for transgender for everybody. Everybody go out, get your kid a nice operation, and change the sex of your kid. They're fighting for, think of it. They don't want you to do voter ID. You walk into a booth. In California, if a person who's doing voting, an official, asks you for identification, they're subject to being arrested. What's wrong with this country? Wow. So we're fighting it hard. And I think they should, because the Democrats are being blamed for the shutdown, and it's their fault, and they're getting killed. That's why when I announced yesterday about ICE, the Democrats called. We want to settle. We want to settle. And I told the people, don't settle. Don't settle. Because we have something bigger. Only settle if you get the Save America Act, voter ID, and so important, proof of citizenship, etc.
Okay.
Yes.
That'd be great if they do that. They won't. But it'd be great.
No, they won't.
They should use some leverage right now.
Yes, they should.
He talked about Chucky Schumer, too.
So also the Democrats are putting our country at great risk during this period of time, a period that they call a war. They call it a war. We call it a military operation. Their leaders during this time are, as you know, as you want to say, they're in a never land. Schumer is gone. I mean, he's a Palestinian. He should be fighting on the side of Palestine. He's actually become a Palestinian leader. I don't know. I've never seen a man change so much. He used to be pro-Israel. Now he's pro-Palestine. I've never seen anything like it. And, you know, he's worried he's going to lose his next election, which it only depends if anybody runs against him. If anybody runs against him, he'll lose. But he's gone very wacky and very dangerous for our country.
Yeah, they all have.
Thank you.
They all have. All these radical Democrats. I mean, Cory Booker, Chuck Schumer, they're all insane.
And we lost one, right? Mullen's gone now. He was confirmed as DHS secretary.
Mark Wayne?
Yeah.
Mark Wayne Mullen. was confirmed yesterday.
Absolutely.
How about that? Isn't that great?
The Senate was working.
That's great. Huh.
54 to 45.
Didn't they do the cat parade yet?
Not with him.
We're going to get... Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they were supposed to do the cat
Priorities.
parade.
Yeah.
How did that slip through?
I don't know.
This morning, we find out from Governor Stitt in Oklahoma. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Tulsa businessman Alan Armstrong. I don't know anything about Tulsa businessman Alan Armstrong. There you go. Energy executive.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a Trump guy or not. He has to be a Republican. That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a Trump guy. But he has to be a Republican according to the Oklahoma rules or whatever.
Okay. And he would be anyway, as long as the governor is Republican. They're not going to appoint a Democrat. But yeah, it's too bad because I don't know anything about him. We do know that Mark Wayne Mullen is kind of a douchebag, but he's been confirmed. Oh. Yay! Okay. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, Fetterman voted for him.
Oh, yeah, because Fetterman loves him for some reason.
Martin Heinrich of New Mexico voted to confirm him, and Rand Paul opposed.
I bet he did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Fetterman has dinner with his wife and Mark.
Yeah.
No, I noticed on that he said you invited us to dinner. I don't know that it ever happened, did it?
Oh, I don't know.
Did he follow through with that?
I don't know, but he appreciated the invite.
Yeah,
we heard that.
No, thank you. But
I just want to know if it was an empty invite or not.
All right. If you're a dog owner, you've probably noticed how often things like constant scratching, licking paws, head shaking, or recurring skin and digestion issues get written off as normal, when a lot of times there are signs of allergies instead. People don't realize that about 90% of a dog's immune system lives in the gut. So when bad bacteria takes over, the immune system can become overactive and those symptoms start to show up. That's where a supplement like Better Wild Allergy Relief Soft Chews comes in, because instead of just masking symptoms, it's designed to support your dog's allergy defense system by strengthening digestion and gut health. And our dog Belle loves the stuff. She eats it right up. You know, there's a lot of supplements that they don't want anything to do with. They'll spit them out if you put them in peanut butter, whatever. They'll suck the peanut butter off, and then they'll spit out the supplement.
Right in your face.
Yep. Not the case with Better Wild. She loves it. Better Wild uses what they call Ancestral Advantage Wolf Probiotics derived from your dog's ancestor, the wolf, to help promote a healthier balance of good bacteria in the gut. And right now, Better Wild is offering our listeners up to 40% off your order at betterwild.com/unleashed. That's betterwild.com/unleashed. You get up to 40% off your order. betterwild.com/unleashed.
Subscribe to Pat Gray Unleashed on Apple Music and Spotify. Pat Gray Unleashed.
Every day, it seems, there's another story about residents of high-tax states leaving those high-tax states. Happened in New York, happening in California. Did you know it's happened in Massachusetts, too? They got an 8% tax increase in Massachusetts. So the residents leaving the state took a net $4.2 billion with them out of the state.
Why do you think that is?
I think they're sick of paying incredibly high taxes, is what I think is going on. And I think it's kind of backed up, you know. For decades, we've been told that this ridiculous lie, the wealthy won't even miss the money that they pay to the government. In fact, a lot of them want to pay more money.
It's just a rounding error.
Yeah, to them, they don't even notice. And whatever they pay, it still isn't their fair share. We know that. Leftists in California and Washington, D.C. want to assess another 5% tax on wealthy individuals to everything they already pay. Same thing in New York. And obviously, Massachusetts, it's happened there already. if you're in the highest tax bracket in New York State, which starts at $640,000, not $100 million, not $50 million, not $10 million, not even $1 million, $640,000. So between federal, state, and local taxes there, you have the privilege to pay the government 53% of your total income. 53%. That's immoral. It's just immoral. Of the $640,000 you work hard for in New York, and probably fought and sweated and grinded your whole life to get there, the government allows you. It's out of the goodness of their heart that they allow you to keep $300,000 of that. They're only going to take $340,000 of what you make.
Wow.
And you're going to like it. Okay?
We don't care if you like it.
We don't.
But we're going to take it.
That's true. And again, you might recall the tax rate we went to war with.
Don't do it.
With the most
it hurts. Don't do it.
Powerful nation on earth at the time. The tax rate Britain assessed to the colonists was 1%. And that wasn't from their income either. We didn't have income tax. That was from excise tax, the Stamp Act, all the taxes that they added up from things people bought. 1%. You had your whole paycheck to deal with that. But it was just 1%. I mean, think about that for a minute. Yeah, our founders wanted religious freedom too. And yes, they also wanted representation when they were going to be taxed, which British citizens had at the time, by the way. And you know what their tax rate was in Britain? 7%. It was 7 to 10% higher, 7 to 10 times higher than what the colonists paid with no representation. Now we blindly pay every paycheck, and then they nail us again at the end of the year because they believe we didn't take enough from you all year long, so now we're going to take even more.
Right. Oh, and oh my gosh, rest in peace. We're going to take half your land.
Yeah, if you die, in some states they're taking 50% of what you earned your whole life and paid taxes on, by the way. That's the thing. The double and triple taxes, don't even get me started on things like property tax and capital gains taxes. Just pisses me off. I'm about this close to joining the sovereign citizen movement right now because
Let's go.
It sucks.
Let's go.
It sucks what we have to deal with taxation. No taxation without representation. The problem is the representation has made it worse for us by a lot. Can you imagine? I mean, the founders paying 53% of everything they earned. What would they have done under those circumstances?
Yeah. Everyone around them would be dead.
It would.
They would
be
the end.
But Pat, it's for the children.
Is it for the children?
It's for the children. How are we going to pay for schools, roads, infrastructure?
I got news for you.
Lunches.
All those things are falling apart.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing.
Okay.
The taxes we pay don't add up to the new schools they're building because for that, they also have to come up with bond issues. Mm-hmm. So you get to pay even more.
But we need a new football stadium for the boys to play football.
I know.
Are you going to tell me that my boy can't go out there and play football?
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
So can you please agree to the bond so my boy can play football?
He can play football. He doesn't have to play it in an $80 million stadium.
Wow.
Or like they're building somewhat near my home now, an underground football field stadium.
The way you're describing this, it's almost like you're suggesting that taxes are a scam.
That's almost like that. It's almost like theft.
It's almost like theft. It's almost like control.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do regardless of your tax rate, and they're going to just use that as a threat of force against you to comply.
I can't take it.
Happy April 15th.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
and that's coming less than
4 weeks.
Sooner than you think.
Wow. Yeah.
It's right there.
20 days or so.
It's right there, Pat. It's right there.
It's right there.
Where's
I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, it's March 24th, right? So a couple of weeks and we're there again. Yep. I hate it so much.
But remember, the IRS never calls you.
The whole concept of a and you have to do the work for them.
You have to do the work for them, yes.
And then if you get it wrong,
they're sending you letters.
Then why didn't you tell me to begin with how much I owed you? Why'd you make it incumbent upon me to do the math?
And then during the year, you're expected to every quarter, when you have a business, estimate how much they're going to stick you at the end of the year. And then if you don't calculate that correctly at the end of the year, then you get to have a penalty on that.
Yeah. Well, how stupid can you be, Pat? Just add the number.
I know.
Just predict properly. Are you kidding me right now? 1 + 1 = 2. That's how much you're going to make.
Yeah. Okay.
Just that easy.
Should be really easy, right?
That reminds me, I have to call the IRS today, as a matter of fact. Yeah, and to try to get a human being on the line when you call. I wrote down, it's like a 7-step process. You press your numbers, then you have to wait, and then you hit this number for another menu, and then, oh my gosh, I hope it works today because I need to talk to a human being. It's just never ending. And the whole concept of an income tax, a tax on your ability to provide for yourself, is immoral to begin with.
It is. It's all immoral. Honestly, it really is. It's become. It has become theft, and they just steal from us.
It's the Marxist way. I mean, this is Marxism. The progressive tax. Congratulations, America.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm pretty much into the fair tax now.
I'm glad you came around.
I fought that for 20 years.
Yes.
I'm pretty much into the fair tax now.
We believe in that now.
And remember, that's the national sales tax where you get to choose when you're going to pay taxes based on your spending habits.
Because when you buy new products, that's when the tax kicks in. But that would have to, it requires the removal of all taxes. All income, all FICA, the Medicaid, Medicare, all of the taxes you pay have to be removed. And then, you pay it on the things you buy.
And that's what Doge tried to do a little bit of. Tried to go in, clean it up.
Yeah.
You got to pay your bills.
They were hated for it. Yep. Despised. All right, more coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
One thing you can count on like clockwork is anytime you bring up FairTax.
Let's go.
Somebody from the FairTax Foundation will contact you. And it's happened. Randy, who is the director of Americans for FairTax Foundation, joins. Hey, Randy, welcome.
Hey, actually, I'm one of about 9 executive directors now because I'm so old. They decided that the face of FairTax needs to be young or younger. So they call us executive directors. We also have an advisory board, which includes Mike Huckabee and a lot of other great folks. But 5 of them are economists.
All right.
So I run all the social media. I'm up every morning at about 4:30 in the morning, hacking away on X, Facebook, which I consider to be a retirement home, Facebook. It's the oldest geezers that are up the earliest who have everything in the world to whine and complain about. But the fact is, H.R. 25 was filed in 1999 by Congressman John Linder. And it's been filed every 2 years since. It's 131 pages of simple, visible, efficient retail consumption tax with a unique feature, a standard deduction that no other sales tax has. It's called the Family Consumption Allowance. And it's a refund. It's nothing more than
$500 a month? Is it $500 a month?
No, it varies by household size.
Okay.
So for one
but this is
single
for
adult,
food and whatever, right? Because you'd be paying tax on food.
Correct. It's to cover the taxes for basic essential goods like food, clothing, and shelter.
Okay.
And that's all it is. It's not welfare. everybody screams, "Oh yeah, it's welfare. It's a big new, it's a big new bureaucracy," and that's BS.
Yeah,
it's going to be run by the Social Security Administration with the help of the states. Retailers are paid to collect the fair tax, which has never happened. Retailers right now are collecting sales taxes in 45 states unpaid.
Right.
But with the fair tax, they get paid to collect the sales tax. The states get paid to monitor and, if necessary, audit the retailers.
Now, Randy.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to go through every specific on it.
You got it. Okay.
But what is the going rate now? Because when I talked about this 20 years ago, they were talking about 23% on new goods.
Right.
Is that what it is?
And it's never changed.
Oh, I thought it did change. That's great to hear. Okay.
It's an inclusive rate of 23 cents inclusive in the for each dollar spent.
Okay.
But the fact is you're paying closer to 43% now because of 18% embedded tax costs through the fraudulent corporate taxes.
But what are the odds that we're going to eliminate all other taxes? Because that's the big issue. Are we going to have the IRS and the fair tax? Because that's what everybody's afraid. That's what I'm afraid of. That you wouldn't get rid of the IRS.
Go to page 6 of H.R. 25. It repeals 5 current federal income taxes in one page.
Wow.
All of them are repealed.
Is this in the booklet?
And they're repealed.
Is this in your fair tax booklet that you're going to send us?
No, and I'm not going to send you a booklet because you guys are smart enough that you don't need a booklet.
Okay.
So, Randy.
The fact is, H.R. 25 has always repealed 5 federal income taxes immediately upon enactment.
Okay, real quick. That's awesome how it's simultaneous.
Yeah.
Buddy Carter is the congressman that is filing this every 2 years now, correct? He took up the torch from John Linder. Okay.
Yeah.
The other question is, do you have a simple bumper sticker that says, or a T-shirt or something that just says, never file taxes again, fairtax.org?
Not those exact words, but go to fairtaxstore.org.
I'm telling you, that's how you get people on board. Instead of, hey, I think if you make it clear, hey, if you hate doing your income taxes, you're never going to have to do that again. Last question, Randy, were you listening to the show, or did somebody call you and tell you to call us in?
Listening to the show.
Thank you so much, man.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
I listen every morning, guys.
Thank you very much.
If I don't, my wife tells me to sit my... I almost said a bad word.
So I guess we're all executive directors now, right?
We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Randy, tell us, if people want to read up on it and really understand it, where would they go?
fairtax.org. All one word. Fairtax.org.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, Randy. Appreciate it.
Cool.
I mean, I'm on board with that now. I'm tired of it. I can't take it anymore. It's unbelievable how immoral the taxation process in this country is.
I think Trump's on board with it. I think if anybody can do it, Donald Trump can.
Yeah, but he'd have to do it
he's got
soon.
That should already be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd have to have that underway to get that done by the end of his term.
And the Republican Congress has got pretty much everything on his
They're busy.
agenda.
Well, they're busy.
They've gotten his agenda already taken care of. This is probably the next thing up for them to take up.
Well, they did the dog parade, so they were able to pull that off. We didn't think that could get done, but it did. It got done.
They're going to have to do it again, though, now because Mark Wayne Mullins is in town and he didn't get to celebrate with them.
All right. Right. So we'll have to do another dog parade before the cat parade?
That's in discussion.
Okay. Some really sad news. There is another illegal alien murder. This guy from Venezuela killed a Loyola University Chicago woman. He was released by the Biden administration, set free into the country. And
Sheridan Gorman killed by Jose Medina. Yeah. And such a strange story. This guy was just hanging out in the park there, dressed in all black and a mask. He just started, opening fire on these girls that were walking through the park?
Yeah. Apparently, he was arrested after he allegedly approached the college freshman, Sheridan Gorman, wearing black clothes and a black mask before firing one round as she tried to run.
What
in the world?
Jeez.
What in the world? And congratulations to Loyola students who a month ago walked out in protest of ICE.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, and this alderman, you got to see this chick. Oh, my goodness. Play this clip, please, of the Chicago alderman who, I guess you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time there, Sheridan.
All the time, right? And they go out on the pier, they walk around. So the kids were out doing normal things people do in the neighborhood. And it sounds like this might have been a wrong place, wrong time, running into a person who had a gun. They might have startled this person at the end of the pier unintentionally.
They startled him? That's unbelievable. They startled him, so he killed her?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yep.
Pat, how many times have you been startled?
Yeah, dressed in black. Dressed in black,
and then
holding
killed
a gun.
somebody.
And kill somebody. How many times?
Let me count.
Make sure you count properly, because you do this and you give me a number that I don't think is true.
No,
Because
I know.
there are witnesses who said the dude was just hiding there. I mean, this was premeditated. He was gonna kill somebody that day. That's what it feels like. It wasn't feel like I was just startled because some girls walked up on me.
I noticed Pat avoided answer.
I know.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff Fisher.
Well, I was about to carry the one and bring down the chase, but none. I've never. Not after being startled.
Not after being startled.
No.
Yeah.
No, none.
Yeah.
And congratulations, a federal judge appointed by President Bill Clinton yesterday blocked President Trump's administration from enforcing a new policy that would subject thousands of refugees to arrest and detention if after a year in the United States they had yet to obtain green cards. I mean, this is a law that was passed in 1980. Trump was like, hey, maybe we should enforce that. And this judge is like, nah, I'm the president now. And so this protects the group that was, the case was illegals living in Minnesota. Sound familiar? Thank you, judges. We should just change their titles to judges /
Presidents.
pseudo-presidents.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weirdness going on right now. We've got these anti-American pro-China groups, too, that we're dealing with in this country. 2,000 of them being funded by this billionaire who I am unfamiliar with, but he and his wife, his name is Neville Roy Singham.
Yes.
Anybody know who he is?
Neville, man.
Following him for a long time.
Yeah.
He's an American-born tech tycoon living in Shanghai. And Jody Evans, a red-haired veteran activist and co-founder of Code Pink, Women for Peace. The two of them fund these some 2,000 groups who are anti-American and pro-China. And these are the people we're seeing protest on the streets of America all the time. So it's not just George Soros who is involved in this. We have other anti-American douchebags who are also funding leftist movements in this country. Like the opening scene of The Godfather, where powerful families consolidate power. Their wedding celebration was about much more than the union of two people. Over 4 days of dancing, lectures, and late-night conversations in venues from the Flavor Beach Bar to Sharky's Seafood, celebrating the bond of Roy and Jody. Alliances were formed that would shape protests, unrest, and political agitation for the next decade. From the fiery 2020 scene, so they funded the Minneapolis demonstrations, and now they're sending people to Cuba to protest what's happening for Cuba and in Iran as well. Wow. So this happy couple is just trying to essentially bring down the United States of America.
That's all.
That's all.
Cool.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's
we don't need
everything's
help.
fine.
We don't need
It's gonna be
external help.
fine.
We got
I
enough
know.
of those people inside this country.
I know. And he's a guy that was born here, living in Shanghai, and trying to bring down America from China.
Appreciate that.
Unbelievable. So anyway, just know that these things are not these things that we're seeing, and I know people mostly realize this, but they're not. They're not. They're as far from grassroots as you could possibly get.
By the way, Pat had just sent me this note. It's about this Armstrong fella, Alan Armstrong, who is set to fill Mark-Wayne Mullen's seat out of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. What about him?
Well, it says Armstrong donated to Adam Kinzinger after
Oh, that's right.
After he voted to impeach President Trump.
Oh,
and
my
joined
gosh.
the J6 witch hunt committee.
That's right. I saw that he was a donor of Adam Kinzinger. I forgot about that. I mean, what you mean?
He's
what
just
do you mean?
he's just filling in.
Okay.
He's just filling in.
When's that seat up?
2027.
Is it?
And he can't run again.
So
he can't run.
this
He
year?
can't run to get the seat. Yeah.
He can't run to
No,
get the seat?
that's Oklahoma's. I was reading that this morning. The replacement can't run.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a weird
That's
rule.
Oklahoma. Yeah, he's
Really?
in Oklahoma, yeah.
Where the wind comes sweeping down the plain?
That's
that
correct.
Oklahoma?
That's correct.
Okay. Huh. I was wondering if we were talking about the same place.
Is there a different Oklahoma?
Yeah,
that the wind,
there's one where there's no wind.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That sounds like Mullen's term is up in 2028, no? Is that not right? Or maybe the special election will be before then, hopefully?
I bet they're doing a special election
Yeah, I
next
don't
year.
know.
I don't know, but
Jeffy, you do not know your Oklahoma politics. It's you embarrassing yourself.
he knows
right
the
now.
regular one, but not the one where the wind comes
wind.
sweeping down the plain.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got to study up on that
Okay.
one.
So can you make sure next time you're prepared to talk about the wind one?
Yes, I will.
That would be helpful.
A little,
Thank you,
yes,
Jeffy.
helpful.
All right, let me tell you about Kexi cookies real quick. Our iced lemon loaf is sold out. That's why I didn't bring any today. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't bring it because we don't have any left.
Wait, what?
So
hold up.
Yeah.
Who's running this joint?
It's gone. It's gone. Oh, Kris, can you go into my office and get the Easter box? Yeah. I got 4 of them there for you guys.
Whoa.
That's special. That's special. Thank you.
Isn't it special?
But
and you're going to complain about that?
Where's the lemon loaf?
I'm sorry, I only have 3 of them. There's not 4. So I'm sorry, I forgot that 4th one. I was gonna bring it, and then I didn't.
You know what? I don't care.
Yeah, you got it for. I think you got it for me, for Kris,
for Kris,
for Joe,
and for anyone else. For anyone else.
And for
Noah.
Anyone else
There was
but
gonna
you.
but not you.
Anyone else but
God
you.
dang it! Shoot down! I wish I would have brought that in.
I'll just go to Kexi.com.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, please do.
I'll just go to
Leave it an
Kexi.
update. He doesn't get one.
You didn't hear the update.
All right, here's the Easter box, and it comes with
That looks nice, man.
Orange chocolate brownie that's exclusive to this box. Looks like this. Oh, that's so
Get this
good.
thing. Why don't you break one of those open? Let's see what's inside.
All right, let me do that.
I know what's not inside one of them.
Okay.
The lemon loaf?
Lemon loaf.
Not there. Yeah, you're right about that. Sold out. Told you it was going to.
I know you did.
Told you it was
sure
going to.
did.
Look at that thing. Oh, it's so
man.
delicious.
Is that a pie? Is that a
It's a brownie.
Yes.
It's a brownie.
It's a brownie.
Then there's carrot cake in this box, the Texas chocolate chip, the blueberry lemon, white chocolate chip, raspberry lemonade. It's all really delicious. You're going to love this
I'm going to brag.
Easter box.
These cookies are awesome that they come with instructions. If you go to the last page,
Oh my gosh!
there's
Look at this.
instruction on how
Zoom
to
in
eat
here.
them, how to
eat them?
Well,
Do
yeah.
a lot of people
They give
not know
instructions on
how to eat them?
Well, yes, because you have to make sure you reheat them in the microwave or in the oven.
You could, yeah. You don't have to, but you can.
Oh, you have to reheat them. Maybe.
They'll taste like they're just fresh out of the oven. If you put them in the microwave for about 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
So good. All right. So go to Kexi.com and get yours. Kexi. These will sell out really fast, too. They're already almost gone.
I'm sure.
Kexi.com.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yes, you are. And welcome to it.
I love the little touch of John 14, 18, 19 on the box. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And the little instructions in the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's Easter. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought it was about a bunny.
No.
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 So it's not about a bunny
it's
and
not
eggs?
about a bunny and eggs. No.
What?
Yeah, something better than that happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Best thing that's ever happened on the earth. Someone atoned for our sins.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ha.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we've got, I guess Joe Kent went on, did he go on with Levin? Right? He was on Levin's show. Are these too long to play?
Clips. Yeah, I don't know.
Did we wait too long?
Maybe.
Are they?
I don't know. Did you want to mention
sure?
the Save Act thing? I don't know because
and we do have the Save Act. to talk about. Yeah. Mike Lee on the SAVE Act?
Well, so Tammy Duckworth tweeted something out yesterday. If we could get that up there. You want to get that? Tammy Duckworth.
Tammy Duckworth on the SAVE Act. Under the SAVE Act, Tammy writes, you cannot use your driver's license to register to vote. Republicans want you to buy a passport instead if you can afford one.
Okay, all right.
This is a modern-day poll tax.
Oh, my God.
Shut up.
So Mike Lee in the Senate, who's been championing the whole SAVE Act thing,
he set her straight, right? He responded.
Yeah, watch this. Look at play the. There we go.
Okay.
He retweeted-
Under the SAVE Act, you cannot use your driver's license. That's hers.
Yeah, so right above that, if you can see that.
Number one, this is a lie. Number two, read the damn bill.
Mike Lee.
From Mike
What is
Lee.
going on? I love it.
Number three, the text beginning on page 12, line 22, makes abundantly clear that what you're saying isn't true. And number four, why can't Senate Democrats argue against this bill without lying?
Wow.
Because there's no reason to be against it. That's why.
That's why. Yeah.
Because they want to continue to cheat every single election.
Yes.
They want dead people. They want felons. They want illegal aliens.
Yeah, they don't care.
All voting.
They don't care.
They do care. They want all of that. That's the thing they do care about.
almost
Is that they can't win without it.
It
and they
almost
know
feels like John Thune and the Swamp kind of want the SAVE Act to not pass. That's what it's starting to feel like.
Yeah.
It sure does.
I wonder why that would be. Huh.
Man.
But I appreciate what Mike Lee is attempting
Thank you,
to
Mike.
do here.
Mike Lee has been a real warrior on this thing.
Yep.
He's trying to get Thune to do the talking filibuster, trying desperately to get him to understand that that's how the Senate actually worked in the past. It hasn't for the last 20 years, but that's what we used to do for the previous 180.
And it makes sense that you would think that John Thune would know that.
Yeah.
Right?
You'd think, well, yeah. And he does know that. He's just a douchebag he doesn't want to do the work.
I wonder why that is. So I just, if the Democrats get control and they jam everything through without the filibuster, which they've tried to do, if not for Sinema and Manchin, and we're going to look back at 2026 as a watershed year where the Republicans could have saved this country
and didn't,
and yet refused to. For what purpose, I know not.
And would it surprise a single person if that's exactly what happens?
No.
That's the path we're on.
Yes, it is. Yep. It's almost like John Thune has an allegiance to something other than you and how we voted 2 years ago.
Well, he's got an allegiance to the Senate bathhouse, I could tell you that.
Greek god, I think.
He came into the Senate bathhouse naked as a jaybird.
I saw a guy's interesting theory on all of
body
this.
of a Greek god.
Yeah, that's
him.
Is
That's
that on the
John
tour
Thune.
when you get to the Capitol?
That's on John Thune's tour.
That's on John Thune's tour. So it was just an interesting theory this guy was throwing out there that, look, the Republican Party and John Thune leading the way in the Senate, they have to put up the illusion of we're the opposition. You don't want the Democrats to have control, so vote for us. We're the opposition. But yet nothing ever gets done because they have to not provide the solutions that you voted for and that the president is asking for, but just instead to protect their own power and just keep the little cycle going there. Look, we're the opposition party. Vote for us because you don't want the Democrats in here.
That's not going to work.
Nope.
That's not going to work.
He's just running out the clock.
They're going to get their ass kicked in November if this is how they comport themselves. And that's what they're doing.
And then they will run on, well, look what the Democrats are doing.
Yep.
You got to get us back in there because we'll fix it.
And then people aren't going to believe them because we know that they don't do anything they say they're going to do.
By the next election cycle, there's going to be a country to save if the Democrats are in there impeaching Trump every 5 minutes.
Oh, that's for sure. That'll be the first thing they do.
That will be the first thing
that
they do.
will be thing number one.
And it won't be the last time they try to impeach
for the
him
new
over 2
Congress.
years.
Oh, and they might get it done because they're about getting things done.
They will. Right.
They'll certainly try to do it.
Right. They for sure will get things done.
Jeez. All right. We have this prayer from the...
yes, it's being reported,
This
Pat
is a
Gray.
Mamdani thing in New York.
Oh, no.
Mamdani has done public prayer almost daily, and here's one of those clips.
Okay. He's doing this every day in New York?
That's what's being reported.
Oh, good.
It is such an honor to be here with all of you on this blessed day.
Look at how
I
many.
want to say thank you
There's a lot.
to the Brooklyn Islamic Center.
Ramadan time?
Oh, by the way, this is all men only. Ladies are on the side.
Okay. Well, you can't
That's
mix
a lady
them.
right there, right?
Jeffy's like,
Next to him?
so?
Next to the mayor.
I don't think so. Looks like a man. Okay, well, good. That's
Well,
great.
he did also visit Rikers Island inmates there for Ramadan, and he got some blowback. I mean, in fact, there was one officer who said, quote, he visited inmates on Rikers but hasn't sat down with a single victim of the heinous crime some of these guys have committed. I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, that's a great statement.
Congratulations.
Also
New York.
happening in New York, J.P. Morgan is installing Muslim foot washing stations at Rockefeller Center office.
No.
So that's good.
What?
Yeah, you need that. You need that. And,
How's he going to wash your feet, Pat Gray?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious right now?
I don't know, when I take a shower or a bath, I can wash my feet.
Yeah.
Well, you need to do that so you can pray properly.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wash your feet before
You watch
the,
everything.
Before
Everything
the
that-
prayer.
yes, everything.
Okay, good.
Gotta
All
be
right.
clean, bro.
That's great. It's great. All right.
almost
What's wrong with cleanliness?
Thank you.
Cleanliness
Thank
now?
you.
Is that what you
Cleanliness
are?
is next to godliness, right?
When is New York going to be renamed to New Yorkistan?
Oof.
Seriously.
Soon. All right, got overtime coming up. See you back here tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.